Happy Friday, everybody. Football Friday. It's your morning minute. 5280 Sports Network. Nate, Lundy, Shawn, Drotar. Welcome. A lot of Football Friday to be able to get to. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But, Shawn, our Colorado Avalanche are pleasantly surprising us to kick off the year.
Absolutely. 3-1 start. They've looked very good. The only game they've lost is the back-to-back, which you'd expect against a good Capitals team. And a good as Ryan's focusing in there. Semyon Varlamov last night with the shutoff. A shutout against a Tampa Bay team that in many cases is the odds-on favorite to win the Cup. They get that done on the road. Outstanding performance by the Avs. Under Jared Bednar, this team looks like they realize the game starts before the first intermission. And boy, what a difference that's been making.
Well, and last night, a great example of that is they get a goal with about 25 seconds left to go in the first period. And if you look back on the last few seasons for the Avs, normally they're the ones giving up that goal in the last few seconds of a period, sort of lapsing there at the end before the clock hits the zeros, and they wind up giving up a goal, and sometimes that winds up being the difference in the game. Now they are on the other side of that, scoring late in the period, staying with it, and I like the fact that they're getting a fast approach, something that the Broncos, see that transition? The Broncos need to be able to do on Monday is get off to a quick start. Why do I have a feeling that's not going to happen?
Well, there's lots of reason to believe that's not going to happen, but number one, the biggest concern for the Broncos right now is the status of Russell Okung, their starting left tackle, who is still dealing with concussion syndrome. It's a difficult challenge to think how the Broncos could manage to make things work on offense without him there. If they have to start Tyson Brylo, who's listed as second on the depth chart at left tackle, much of the problems that the Broncos are dealing with, they don't get alleviated. It's hard to run the play action when you can't keep the line off you from a little bit. So for the Broncos, that's a big concern. If Okung can't go, Nate, I think they might have to scrap a lot of the playbook that they've probably spent most of this week installing.
And this morning on the show, I asked you, take away Chris Harris, take away Aqib Talib, and take away Von Miller. I won't let you answer any of those three guys. I said, who is it that you need to see have a big play or have a big impact or be the guy that we're talking about on Tuesday morning on the radio show? And you said it is
Shane Ray. I think Shane Ray is the answer there. When you look at how he's played, being able to be full-time in relief of DeMarcus Ware, he's been very effective at pass rush. But now teams are starting to pick on the Broncos outside linebackers. You're starting to see them isolate them in coverage and go ahead and take advantage of them that way. So there's a little more being added to his plate. You can't just go after the quarterback. Now you're going to have to cover a little bit too. If the Broncos can do that, whether it's Ray, whether it's Shaq Barrett, find a way to cover a little bit so Lamar Miller, who catches very well out of the backfield, doesn't start to get loose. I think the Broncos defense can hold an underwhelming Texans offense, who, by the way, may not have their ace rookie Will Fuller available.
Folks, the weather this weekend is supposed to be nice. We roll towards a Monday Night Football game. That means you need to hydrate. Be smart this weekend. Let's prepare for Monday so that we're all ready for this by the time we roll back around with another morning minute. Spend some time with friends and family. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. We'll be back with you Monday morning, 7 a.m. on Mile High Sports Radio, AM 1340, FM 1047. For Ryan, who's behind the camera and zooming in unnecessarily. And for Shawn, my name is Nate Lundy. We'll see you Monday.
Go Buffs!